In this video, we shall be dealing with common mistakes in English, but not all the common mistakes. Let us tackle only one of those mistakes in English, and we call it tautology. Are you ready? Right on. Welcome to my channel. This is Dream Academy Tutor, and I'm so glad to have you back. Okay, as you wish. Tautology is a very highfalutin word, but it isn't. It's just like redundancy. And let's go see the meaning, the definition. Tautology is or refers to the saying of the same thing twice in different words, generally considered to be a fault of style. For example, they arrived one after the other in succession. It also refers to something like there was also a lot of tautology. There's no need to say return back to reasoning. Okay, in short, we refer to tautology as redundancy. A tautology is an expression or phrase that says the same thing twice, just in a different way. For this reason, tautology is usually undesirable, as it can make you sound wordier than you need to be and make you appear foolish. Occasionally, tautology can help to add emphasis or clarity or introduce intentional ambiguity, but in most cases, it's best to choose just one way to state your meaning and eliminate the extra verbiage. Okay? Now we have here two kinds of tautology. We have verbal tautology and logical tautology. Let's not deal with logical tautology because the world around logical tautology is philosophy. So let's stick to verbal tautology. Sometimes a tautology involves just a few words that means the same thing. This is the definition of verbal tautology, which is illustrated in the following sentence. I went to see him personally. It's tautology, it's redundant. I went to see him personally. You have the I at the beginning of the sentence, so no need to um, add your adverb personally. I went to see him. Full stop. This is an example of verbal tautology because the adverb personally repeats the idea already expressed in the single word I. In everyday conversation, the addition of personally is used for emphasis to point out that the subject of the sentence is invested in the action or has overseen something. Technically, the word personally doesn't add any new information. It could be cut from the sentence without changing its meaning. Tautology often involves just a few words or phrases in a sentence that have the same meaning. Sometimes one word is part of the definition of the other word, though tautologies are common in everyday speech and do not diminish clarity. They should be avoided in formal writing so you don't repeat yourself unnecessarily. Let's try to have some examples. The bold words or phrases in the following examples are tautological, which means they have similar meanings. There is no need to use both. Let's go. Remember when 4G cell phones were a new innovation? Innovation means new. New refers to innovation. So we may say simply, remember when 4G cell phones were new. That's it. Remember when 4G cell phones were innovation, were an innovation or so. Next is let's try. Can we try this one? Which word must be removed? How should we construct the revised sentence? The sentence is the evening sunset was beautiful. When you say sunset, there's no sunset in the morning. Okay, so we may remove the word Evening. The sunset was beautiful. Get it? How about this one? Let's try. I need a new hot water heater. Okay, it's hot, so it makes the water hot. It's a heater. So no need to mention hot water because a heater purposely is made for heating water. I need a new heater. That's it. How about this one? Let's try this again. One Carlos proudly told his mom that he made the scarf himself. So when you make something, you made it yourself. So no need to repeat the reflexive pronoun. Juan Carlos proudly told his mom that he made the scarf. No need for the reflexive pronoun himself. Be careful, there is a lot of frozen ice on the road. Ice, when we say ice, it should be frozen, right? Otherwise, we cannot call it ice on the road. So we may say, be careful, there is a lot of ice on the road. Understood, ice is frozen. I know it's true because I heard it with my own ears. So what's the sense for hearing? Ears. No need to mention. You will only use one of these two phrases. I know it's true because I heard it. You may use this sometimes for emphasis. Okay, we shall put this at the end of the video. Um, let's see. Here is an illustration of our examples. We have she always over exaggerates. We may say she always exaggerates. That's it. Because when you say exaggerates, you're overdoing things, oversaying things. Okay. In Rome, we saw dilapidated ruins. When we say ruins, the building is understood to be the house or place is understood to be dilapidated. So we may say simply, or we may simply say in Rome, we saw ruins. We have here a typical use of tautology in everyday English. Let's order a hoagie sandwich. Hoagie is a sandwich by definition. It refers to a sandwich made up of long meat with cheese and salad. So no need to say sandwich. You simply say let's order a hoagie. That's it. Next is Megan started her presentation with a short summary. When you say summary, you have made things shortened. Yes, and so we may say Megan started her presentation with a summary. It's understood to be short. There's no such thing as long summary. Otherwise, it won't be called a summary, right? He is always making predictions about the future. When you say predictions, you're talking about something that hasn't happened yet. So it deals with the future because we don't know what the future holds. So he is always making predictions. Full stop. That's it. The school was in close proximity to the explosion. When you say close, you refer to proximity. When you say proximity, you refer to close. So we may use only one of these two words. Okay? Now we have the Gobi is a very dry desert. So when you say desert, it's understood to be dry. Otherwise, it won't be called a desert. The Gobi is a desert. That's it. Final. In my opinion, I think he is wrong. When you say in my opinion, we're talking about what you think, right? So let's see. I think he's wrong. That's it. The storm hit at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. When you say p.m., we refer to the afternoon, right? So we may say the storm hit at 2 p.m. Precisely. We have the next sentence having a drug test is a necessary requirement for the job. If it's a requirement, it's necessary. If it's necessary, it must be a requirement. So we may use only one of these two words. Is a requirement for the job. Yes. I'm sorry to hear about your sad misfortune. There's no misfortune that's happy. I think every misfortune is sad. So just say, I'm sorry to hear about your misfortune. The hotel room wasn't great, but it was adequate enough. So when you say it was adequate, it was enough, they refer to the same banana or the same thing. Okay? I loved reading Sam's autobiography of his own life. When you say autobiography, you refer to something written, a written form of one's own life. So there's only one of these two that we have to use. It's either autobiography, which refers to his own life. So we may say, I loved reading Sam's autobiography, full stop. It's understood. Teacher, please repeat it again. I did not get the point. When you say repeat it again, maybe it's the second time that the teacher has dictated or said something and you didn't hear it. So you may say, please repeat. So this is the first time that she'll be repeating something. And if it's the second time, repeat it again is appropriate. But if it's only for once, it has to be, teacher, please repeat. I did not get the point. Okay? Now we have here tautologies toward none and charity for all. Tautology in literature is the same. We have discovered by Pooh. Pooh found it. When you say discovered, we refer to something that has been found. And to be or not to be, that is the question by William Shakespeare, a famous phrase in from Hamlet. We have um, I'm really tapping at my chamber door by Edgar Allan Poe from The Raven. We also have tautology in acronyms and abbreviation. And we have here like DVD disc. This is a common error because DVD, the last D here, second D, referred to is stands for disk. GPS, S stands for system. HIV, V stands for virus, and so on. We have ISBN, PIN, and RAS. So when you say P number, it's redundant. SARS syndrome is redundant because S stands for syndrome. We have UPC code and VIN number, which is also redundant. Tautology in advertising, we have enjoy your added bonus. When you say added, it's a bonus, right? The store is giving away free tickets. When you're giving away something, it's for free. It's giving away. Tautology examples and write them down in the comment section. I would love to read them and send my replies. Thank you. Thank you and see you next time. This is Dream Academy Tutor and I hope we'll see each other again. Don't forget to like, share, leave a comment and hit the notification bell after hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.